But I'm so excited today because I get to meet with someone from my tribe, an Italian, and that means that we're going to interrupt each other a lot, or I can sit back and he'll talk the whole time, and Italians, and our hands will be flinging everywhere. Maybe you just can't help it. But he is no stranger to this station. He is a staple here, and he comes and he shares his story. It's powerful. Not only here does he do that, but he is a speaker, he is an author, he is an educator, he is a counselor, a therapist, and he is also an associate pastor. And so he is really doing it all for Jesus Christ. And he has a powerful message, a simple message, a profound message. And so without further ado, I welcome Pastor Bobby Petrocelli.
Thanks, Jen. Good to see you. Hey, just so you know, us Italians talk with our hands for one reason.
Why?
We spit when we talk. We try to catch all the spit before it hits everybody.
I know. I've had to really work on that.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, with guys, it's more acceptable. With girls, it's just not ladylike.
I get it, Jen.
But when it happens, I just say, it's okay, it's anointed. Jesus
there you
spit
go.
on people.
Amen. We're really laying hands on people in a distant way.
Yes. Well, it's been a long time since I've been with you. You and my husband used to, speak in a lot of public schools and do a lot with youth together. And I was so familiar with your first book, 10 Seconds Can Change Your Life Forever, right? Or 10 Seconds Can Change Your Life.
Well, the first one was Triumph Over Tragedy. 10 Seconds Can Change Your Life Forever was like a continuance.
Got you.
I updated the first book.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I've been with them all. The 10-second, I love how you put that piece together. But just for those who may not know, maybe they're tuned in for the first time, can you just share a little bit about your testimony and story?
Absolutely.
And then we'll go into this new project and the revelation from that.
So first of all, the way 10 seconds came is, life does not happen one day at a time.
No.
Life happens one moment, one choice, one decision, one action, one reaction at a time. Yeah. If we had one day to live life, it'd be totally different. Yeah. We only have this precise moment right now. Well, literally, my life was changed in one moment. When over 30 years ago, a drunk driver crashed through my house in Texas. I was from New York, met my wife in Oklahoma, moved to Texas, and my wife was tragically killed. I ended up in the dining room window, and there's a full-size pickup truck in my house, and the man driving the truck was a drunk driver. My life was changed forever in one moment. She was killed. She suffocated under the truck. I was run over completely, had rubber burned in my body from the truck, the rubber you see on the highways. I had my tongue sticking through my cheek, almost lost a side, forehead, back of my head. I was just all banged up. But the reality, I tell people all the time, God doesn't send evil. He doesn't send tragedy. He doesn't send bad. Okay, the enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy, as you were even saying, but God's come to give abundant life. God's desire is to always take bad and turn it into good.
Yes.
That's his desire. So literally, for the last 30 years, I've been speaking full time. I went back to teaching and coaching, but I started speaking full time because I was getting so many requests, and literally been speaking full time since 1993. And I've literally spoken, no exaggeration, I say this, honored more than 7,000 times in 30 years.
Praise God.
Because the first 15 years, I was speaking 250 to 300 times a year. And I loved it, mostly to educational groups. And what's inspired me was I was already a teacher, coach, counselor. And the day I buried my wife, the kids at the school, all 1,200 students, teachers, coaches, counselors, administrators, on a school day, except the principal, by law, he had to stay at the school because it was a school day, official school day, showed up at the church and the cemetery. And when I went back in the hospital for 23 days, they took over my hospital 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their actions screamed out 2 words: you matter. You matter, coach, and we're not going to let you give up. So that's God's message to this world, that people matter, no matter what they've been through. And here's a simple reality of my message more than ever today, Jen, is this. I share it with people all the time. I was sharing it with some of the people behind the scenes here at this wonderful ministry. And I said, I don't know where the church world goes after sin and behavior first.
Right.
Bear with me. We don't condone it.
Right.
But the reality is, Jesus said it's the sick that need a physician. You're going after their behavior. I'm not condoning it, but I know why they're doing it. Every person watching, including me and you, somewhere in life has been hurt, wounded, rejected, broken, felt unloved, unaccepted, unincluded, unimportant, felt we didn't matter.
Right.
Well, the reality is, Jesus, when I ask people all the time, what's the gospel of Jesus Christ? He came to forgive me of my sins. That's part of the gospel. Yeah. That's not the whole gospel. He came to heal my broken heart. I want to get to the root of it. I was bruised for your iniquities. Bruising is internal bleeding. Okay? He was also wounded for my transgressions. That's my sins. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. He wore a crown of thorns to deal with our mindset, our mental health, our mental condition, and by his stripes we're healed. Those are 4 distinct things he did. That makes the full gospel. And I always say to people, if Jesus just came to die for my sins, why would God send him when a sacrificial lamb was doing that? But a sacrificial lamb didn't get beaten and scourged,
right.
Didn't get a crown of thorns put on its head, did not have to carry a cross, did not get nailed to a cross, did not have a spear stuck in its side, right. Did not get whipped and beaten and scourged, because Jesus encompassed the full capacity of everything you and I would go through. So to everybody watching, my heart is to them that Jesus came to heal your broken heart. And the number one thing God showed me, which will bring revival to this world, is going after heart conditions first.
That's right.
Healing the broken heart. Number 2 is the power of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
I hear the most amazing testimonies. I don't say this arrogantly. I hear the most amazing sermons preached. But here's the reality, Jen. Apart from the Holy Spirit, I can't do nothing of God. It's impossible. And here's where we complicate it. Everything in this world is one of 2 things. Everything you feel, think, do, say, act, react, choose to do, how you live, how you don't live, is one of 2 things. You're either of the Spirit or you're of the flesh. And it's simple. The more I'm in the Spirit, the better I'm going to do. The less I'm in the Spirit, the worse I'm going to do. It's that simple. So let me show you an analogy God gave me. So let's say from this moment forward, you're never ever allowed to be with your husband in person. Or you're never allowed to even talk to him, even on the phone. The only way you could correspond with him is through voicemail, text message, or email. What kind of relationship are you going to have with your husband if that's all you can have for the rest of your life with him on this earth?
Not so good.
Not so good. Well, guess what? I hate to say this arrogantly. I believe majority of the church, that's their relationship with God. Yeah. They read the Bible, important, okay? They go to church. They do a Christian ministry, or they do an outreach, or they do a Bible study. They're part of these things, but the reality is they don't know what it means to be still and know that I'm the Lord. So watch how vital the Holy Spirit is. Most people, this blows them away. This is what God revealed to me recently. Jen, they say the average man speaks 7,000 words a day. The average woman, 20,000. Bobby Petrocelli, 27,000.
Yes, 40, you know.
but here's the deal. If you break it down simple. Let's say Jesus just spoke 7,000 words a day. That's all he spoke, okay? This shows the magnitude of the enormousness of the value of the written word. Bear with me. If he just spoke 7,000 words a day, not more,
right? In
3.5 years of ministry, he spoke 9 million words. Do you know how many words we have recorded in the Bible? 31,500 of Jesus. That's not even 1% of every word Jesus spoke. That's why John 14:26 is vital, that everything that Jesus spoke when he was on the earth, the Holy Spirit will somehow empower us, reveal it, and show it to us. Yeah. We get a small portion. And here's what I say to people, how desperate we need the Holy Spirit. And don't get me wrong, the written word is vital. It's amazing, but it's a simple outline. And here's what I say. If you take the entire earth that represents God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Of course, I'm not giving true credence, but the entire earth, right? The written word of showing us who that God is the city of Clearwater, Florida, in the entire earth. That's how small to the vastness and the greatness. It's an outline, and how powerful it is. Could you imagine if we really plug into greater work shall you do because I go to the Father?
That's right.
Thank you, Jesus.